Welcome to our channel. Today, we're taking you on a journey through the wonders of Ireland. From its breathtaking landscapes to its rich history, there's so much to explore. So sit back, relax, pour yourself a nice cuppa, or something stronger if it's past noon, no judgment here, and let's dive into the magic of the Emerald Isle. Ah, the cliffs of Moher. Perched on the edge of the wild Atlantic Way, they stand guard like giant, brooding sentinels. These cliffs are a sight to behold, rising over 700 feet out of the churning Atlantic. Can you imagine the sheer power of the waves crashing against those rocks? It's enough to take your breath away. And speaking of breathtaking, the views. Stretching out as far as the eye can see, it's like the world just drops off into the sea. On a windy day, you can feel the spray of the sea on your face, and you can't help but feel a sense of awe at the raw beauty of it all. Now legend has it that the cliffs were formed by a giant chasing after his true love. He leapt across the sea in frustration, and thus the cliffs of Moher were born. Either way, the cliffs of Moher are a must-see for any visitor to Ireland. Next up, we're off to a place that's straight out of a fairy tale or maybe a science fiction film. The Giant's Causeway. It's home to over 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, all perfectly hexagonal, like they were designed by a team of geometrically obsessed giant bees. Legend has it that the causeway was built by the giant Finn McCool, who wanted to cross the sea to fight a Scottish giant named Benandonna. So he set about building a path across the sea, using these massive basalt columns as stepping stones. The result is a truly awe-inspiring landscape that looks like something out of this world. You can walk on the causeway, hop from column to column if you're feeling nimble, and just marvel at the sheer scale and beauty of this natural wonder. But here's the thing about the Giant's Causeway. It's not just a pretty face. It's a reminder of the incredible power of nature, of volcanoes and ice ages, and of the forces that have shaped our planet over millions of years. And if that's not worth a visit, I don't know what is. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to embark on a scenic roller coaster like no other. The Ring of Kerry is not for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to take the ride. The rewards are plentiful. This 111-mile-long circular route winds its way around the Iveragh Peninsula, showcasing the very best of Ireland's dramatic coastline. Picture this: rolling green hills dotted with sheep, rugged cliffs plunging into the wild Atlantic, sparkling lakes reflecting the ever-changing sky, and charming villages frozen in time. It's a feast for the eyes, a symphony of colors and textures that will leave you breathless. Along the way, you'll encounter ancient stone forts, medieval castles, and charming villages where the pace of life is a little slower and the welcome is always warm. Right, pack your Aran jumper and your sense of adventure, because we're off to the Aran Islands. These three islands, Inishmore, Inishman, and Inisheer, lie just off the coast of County Galway, and they're like stepping back in time. Life here moves at a different pace, governed by the rhythms of the sea and the seasons. The islands are famous for their rugged landscapes, carved by the wind and the waves into a patchwork of stone walls and fields. You'll see ancient stone forts perched precariously on cliffs, testament to a time when these islands were on the edge of the known world. And of course, you can't talk about the Aran Islands without mentioning the Aran jumper. These iconic sweaters, hand-knitted from unwashed wool, have been keeping the islanders warm for centuries. You can explore the islands by bike, hike along the dramatic coastline, or simply sit back with a pint of Guinness and soak up the atmosphere. Just be prepared to share your table with a few friendly locals. Now we're off to the Big Smoke, Dublin, and no trip to Dublin would be complete without a visit to Dublin Castle. But don't let the name fool you. This isn't just some crumbling ruin. Dublin Castle has been at the heart of Irish history for over 800 years, witnessing everything from Viking raids to royal banquets. These days, it's a government building and a popular tourist attraction. But you can still feel the weight of history within its walls. Imagine the secrets these walls could tell. Intrigue, romance, betrayal. You can wander through the state apartments, marvel at the opulent decor, those chandeliers, darling, and almost hear the echoes of grand balls and whispered conversations. And if you're lucky, You might even catch a glimpse of the ghost of Strongbow, a Norman knight who's said to haunt the castle. Next, we're off to a place that's close to my heart, Killarney National Park. It's a landscape of contrasts, towering mountains reflected in still lakes, ancient forests teeming with life, and rolling parkland dotted with historic houses. One minute you'll be surrounded by the silence of ancient woodlands, the air thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. The next, you'll emerge into a sun-drenched meadow, butterflies flitting among the wildflowers. And speaking of fairy tales, no visit to Killarney National Park would be complete without a visit to Muckross House. This Victorian mansion, set against the stunning backdrop of Muckross Lake, is like something out of a period drama. You can almost picture the ladies and gentlemen strolling through the gardens, sipping tea and gossiping about the latest scandal. Hold on to your hats, history buffs, because we're going way, way back in time. Newgrange is older than Stonehenge. This prehistoric monument, built over 5,000 years ago, is a testament to the ingenuity and astronomical knowledge of our ancestors. Now, Newgrange is a bit of a mystery. We don't know for sure what it was used for, but we do know that it was astronomically aligned. Every year, on the winter solstice, the rising sun shines directly through an opening above the entrance, illuminating the chamber within. It's a truly magical experience, one that has been happening for over 5 millennia. Can you imagine the things Newgrange has seen? The rise and fall of civilizations, the changing seasons, the passage of time itself. Get ready to raise a glass, because we're off to Galway City, the cultural heart of Ireland. Now, Galway is a city that knows how to have a good time. The streets are always buzzing with life, the pubs are filled with the sound of traditional music, and the people are as warm and welcoming as a pint of Guinness on a cold winter's night. You can wander down Shop Street, lined with colourful buildings and quirky shops, soak up the atmosphere in Eyre Square, or catch a live music session in one of the many pubs. And if you're feeling peckish, you're in for a treat. Galway is a foodie's paradise, with everything from fresh seafood to hearty Irish stews on offer. But it's the people that make Galway truly special. They're a friendly, fun-loving bunch, always up for a chat and a good time. Get ready to feel like royalty, because we're off to the Rock of Cashel, one of the most impressive historic sites in Ireland. This imposing collection of medieval buildings, perched dramatically on a limestone outcrop, is like something out of a history book. Legend has it that the Rock of Cashel was once the seat of the High Kings of Munster, and you can just imagine them surveying their kingdom from this lofty perch. The views from the top are truly breathtaking, stretching out over the rolling countryside for miles around. You can wander through the ruins of the cathedral, the chapel, and the round tower, imagining the lives of the people who lived and worked here centuries ago. And for our final stop on our Irish adventure, we're off to the Dingle Peninsula, a place where the mountains meet the sea in a symphony of rugged beauty. This is a place to escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, to breathe in the fresh sea air, and to lose yourself in the stunning scenery. You can drive along the winding coastal roads, stopping off at charming villages and secluded beaches. You can hike in the hills, enjoying panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean. Or you can simply relax in a cozy pub, listening to the sound of traditional music and sipping on a pint of Guinness. Well, there you have it. A whirlwind tour of some of Ireland's most amazing wonders. From the dramatic cliffs of Moher to the ancient mysteries of Newgrange, from the lively streets of Galway to the tranquil beauty of Killarney National Park, Ireland has something to offer everyone. We hope you enjoyed the tour and feel inspired to explore this beautiful country yourself. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel adventures. Slán go foil.